In this video, we're going to look at my water quality. If you remember a few videos ago, I really thought I'd messed it up. It was real cloudy, I couldn't even see the fish hardly, I couldn't even see the bottom of the pond. And somebody commented today, so how did you get it back to normal then? I would say it's virtual air, so we're going to have a look at that today. We're also going to have a look at my filters, because I've not touched my filters for a while now. I'm still holding off doing the big water clean, I should say the filter clean, because the weather's still so good at the moment. However, on the day of recording this video, I've heard that snow is on its way, especially for up north, way up there. I don't know, rubbish accent, sorry for anyone who lives up there, doesn't speak like that. It's just a perception we have. So yeah, so I'm hearing that it's going to be the snowing in the UK, potentially up north, heading down towards the Midlands, Stoke-on-Trent area, and then potentially that's it, and then the sort of the southern part of England is going to be okay. It's like a blooming weatherman at the moment. And your forecast is, and up there and down there. Not. So as you saw from the beginning of the video, you know, we're still in Luck's got some lovely weather in and out, and it's up and downs, and the temperatures are still sort of like between 5 and 10 degrees. Ponds dropped down now. Ponds dropped down to like below 10 now, so it's about 9.5 this morning, which is okay, because you know, if the fish are there, I'll feed them around. I said I was going to go down to 8, see how it goes. There's no sort of strict hard and fast with where I'm going once the temperature gets below 10. As I said in a couple of videos ago, was it last video, lose track of time, is that I'll below 10 degrees, I'm going to see how it goes. If the fish are there for food and it's above 8, then I'll sprinkle a little bit in, you know, palm me a handful, sprinkle that in. If they go for it and they want more, then I'll chuck a little bit more in, and then that's it. If they're not at the window, then I won't feed. So it's between. I mean, I've seen a lot of people turning heat pumps on, which is interesting. So no, no, I can't justify to myself, never mind the wife, on spending on a heat source pump. But people tell me they're affordable. But the money I'm spending now, I'll still be spending more if I put one in, whether it's a cheap or not. And money's tight. You know, after that magical budget that we were all given by them, bless them, everything's getting a bit tighter now. So we've got to mind the pennies. So in the next couple of weeks, if the snow does come, then I'll be updating and sort of going a little bit more onto how I'm going to save a little bit more cash over winter. But at the moment, I'm kind of just running everything as it is. UVs on, airs on, pumps on. You know, everything's running as normal because I'm running a normal pond at the moment. So not a major problem for me at the moment. Something I wanted to share with you today, I was watching, there seem to be a lot of people going over to Japan at the moment, the lucky monkeys, and visiting all the koi farms and reporting back through their YouTube videos. I was watching one on, I think it was on Instagram or something, of a guy who was moving, he must have been the owner or something, little Japanese guy, whether he was the farmer or what, he was a farmhand, I don't know. But anyway, he was moving rather largish koi, sort of, I don't know, maybe so big, from one tank to another. Now this is where it came a little bit interesting, because if you look back at when we get fish, I mean, this is me putting in a fish, you know, into my pond. I had 2 or 3 fish this year, and you know, nice and gentle in the bag, put it in the water. And unfortunately I can't find the clip to show you, but it was something like this. Yeah, he was literally getting the fish from one tank and lobbing it across the room, throwing it into the tank below. Do you think if I recorded that and put that on here, you would lose your minds? Oh my God, have you seen what Andy's done on KoiPondLifestyle? He was throwing his fish across the yard. Literally, like, fish. Whoosh. Whoosh. Splash. Well done, made it. Yeah, unbelievable. And I know these guys are professionals, but bloody, I tell you, we're all dead careful. Maybe we don't have to be so careful. Maybe just throw them around. If I can find the link to the Instagram thing, I'll put it in here, or I'll put it in the description below. But I couldn't find it again. I watched it and I was like, wow, look at that. So, you know, I'll leave that thought with you. So, getting my water back to how it should be. More, so you can see the fish, it's pretty much clearer now. I've got no magic tricks to tell you about, to be honest. I think it was a combination of loads and loads of treatments going in, blanket weed, and I also chucked some water conditioners in. I chucked a level of FOC in. FOC. And some Koi Masters Advantage. So I put some levels of that in, and I think a combination of all those and the local water company sort of putting a lot of things in the water, a lot of chlorine potentially, messing things up, and you know, I think the whole season for me, as I said before, was kind of written off because there was just so much going on in the pond and I was chasing my tail all the time. And as soon as the fish settled down, I then, I think I commented to whoever made the comment on a couple of videos ago, that I didn't do anything. I kind of just stood back, let the lower temperatures deal with things, got rid of the blanket weed eventually, and sort of just let the pond naturally get on with itself. Didn't mess around too much with the filters, just emptying the first bay when it got to a lot of waste in it in the vortex, and the brushes bay. So those are the two sort of mechanical bays, the first two bays mechanical in my filter system. But apart from that, I didn't do anything. So yeah, I'm sorry folks, I haven't got, apart from I didn't do anything special to make the water go clearer. You know, I'm considering, do I stick a water conditioner in before I go into winter? So there's certain things that I should be doing over winter, and then whenever it starts dropping down to the point where I just need to close the pond down and covers on, because the covers are still here, but I'll be doing that in future videos. So yeah, water's looking a lot better now, and we're back to square one. So I think I'm just going to, as you can see from the brushes, they're getting quite full now, so I'm going to give them a whisk through as well. I usually just drop off that bay, off the first bay, and then take all the brushes out and then let that settle, and then I'll get my little hoovery thing out from aquariums that are dead handy and just hoover out the bottom of that. And I think that'll be it for today, because with the sky pond bin off now, you know, we're almost ready for close down. But again, because the weather is just too good at the moment, it's cold at nights. You know, I've listened to a few people from up north. Alan, he's been reporting, you know, low numbers, and he's got his covers on. I think he did some nice little mods to them that I might have a look at actually. So I think covers are going on all over the country at the moment. Update on the tempests. I've been in touch with a couple of people now, and thank you ever so much to those who have been dropping me messages saying that you'd seen one on Marketplace or in eBay or somewhere. And in fact, I was hoping to pick one up today from near Wolverhampton, but I think the guy who had it for sale, he didn't get back to me. And I drove past Wolverhampton a few days ago, but he didn't get back to me in time. So I'm hoping by the time we open this next video that I've got something to say, yes, I've got one now, and I'm going to progress with the project there. I don't know, but that's my intention anyway. Still doing regular water testing. I'm finding that the water companies in Stoke-on-Trent at the moment, they must be playing around with chlorine levels, because I'm finding the KH in the tap water isn't as high as it used to be. So the water I'm trickling in isn't quite replacing the KH that it used to when I was just trickling in all the time. You know, usually the KH used to be way up in the 8s and 9s. So when my KH dropped off, I'd basically just put in a bit more tap water and it would increase the KH, but then I had to keep an eye on the chlorine, so it was like weighing one against the other. So what I think I'll end up doing is putting some bicarb of soda in, just to give the KH a bit of a boost, because at the moment it's coming in at 3 and it's usually between 4 and 6. So I think I'm going to put a dose of that in today and just sit back and watch that happen. I've increased the tap water a little bit, just been looking at ammonia levels, all looking good, even though I'm continuing to feed. You know, your fish are always producing ammonia whether you're feeding them or not. It's just they produce less ammonia obviously when you feed them less. So I'm going to do a dose of bicarbonate soda in, just to increase the KH a little bit, and then just keep monitor that. Right, I better crack on and get these brushes done in the second base. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, share, ding the bell for notifications. Don't forget to like, because it makes that difference. Thanks very much for watching KoiPondLifestyle.